The Jets traded Sam Darnold to the Carolina Panthers for a 2021 6th round pick and 2nd and 4th round picks in 2022. And that trade led me to do some thinking. Would the Chicago Bears be better off if they made the trade for Sam Darnold versus signing Andy Dalton in free agency? But before I get into my thoughts on that, make sure you guys click that like button. It also helps the channel to grow. And if you are a first-time viewer of this channel and you love football content, make sure you click that subscribe button and also click that notification bell so you will not miss a single video that I post. But without further ado, let's dive into it.
I'm striving to get rich. That's why I always went 2 years without buying shoes and feet. Things change now. My mom hearing me with my music and she look a little proud.
Well, let me just start off the video this way. When us Bears fans found out that Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy decided to sign Andy Dalton, this is exactly how we felt.
So much pain! So much pain!
And the reason the Bears fans felt like that is because you heard so many rumors of maybe a Matthew Stafford, Carson Wentz, and of course Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson. So the reason us as Bear fans felt pain is because we felt we could have got a top level guy, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere the Andy Dalton rumors and eventual signing happened. To get a guy who was signed with the Dallas Cowboys last year to be a backup, he was forced to start due to the Dak Prescott injury. To sign a guy to a $10 million deal for one single season, a 33-year-old guy who his play over the last couple of years has been in decline. And if you look at the numbers, let's just be real, Mitch Trubisky has been the better quarterback than Andy Dalton at this point of Dalton's career. But I'm going to see what he means to this Bears franchise as we speak right now. Even though Andy Dalton, yes, he's a veteran, he's been a starter for a majority of his career, his play the last couple of seasons has not been what it was, let's say, his first 3 to 4 seasons with the Cincinnati Bengals. Andy Dalton, I feel he's more of a backup than he will be a starting quarterback, especially at this point of his career. Now, he does bring a lot of value, especially to a Bears team that's ready to win right now. He can be a quarterback that can step in, and I'm not going to say he could carry the load. I'm not going to say he's going to elevate this Bears team to be at a great height or anything of that nature. But I do feel that Andy Dalton can be a quarterback who's going to just be a kind of a game manager, just kind of stay even course. The ship doesn't go too far up or too far down as far as his play goes. But I just don't think at this point of his career, he is going to be that quarterback that gets the Chicago Bears over the hump that they have been looking to get over ever since that playoff loss in 2018 to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the way Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy are elevating Andy Dalton to this status, I'm not going to say I agree with them. Actually, I don't agree with a lot of things that they do, but that's neither here nor there. But when you talk about Andy Dalton and you talk about him that could just lead the ship for the Bears to be that successful team that they need to be in order to save Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy's jobs, I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't think he could be that guy. Well, I hope I'm proven wrong on that. But for us to see him in that category of them getting over that 8-8 hump, well, it can't be 8-8 anymore, but for them to get over that mediocre level and elevate themselves into a contending team, I just don't see Andy Dalton as being that guy, honestly. Switching over to Sam Darnold, a guy who was basically screwed by the inept organization that the New York Jets have, whether it was Adam Gase is a bad coach, the GM not really getting much around him to work with, which led to them struggling just ever so heavily throughout the course of Sam Darnold's career. You can see Sam Darnold's talent there, but when you lose your best receiver during that time in Robbie Anderson to the Carolina Panthers, B, Adam Gase is pretty much a joke of a head coach, and they have pretty much a joke of a front office to build pieces around him And then on top of that, you're losing some of your better players like Jamal Adams, who actually wanted out. Sam Darnold, over his Jets career, let's just face it, whether it's been injuries, whether it's been the inept play, he's been absolutely screwed by a New York Jets organization. Even though I'm not really too high myself on the Chicago Bears organization, I think Sam Darnold, I think is more talented than Andy Dalton is. Even though Andy Dalton has that veteran experience, I think Sam Darnold would have been cheaper against your cap, of course, instead of that $10 million hit that you're going to take with Andy Dalton. Sam Darnold, I think he's the more talented player, but the Bears put themselves in such a peculiar situation that even trading for Sam Darnold, I don't think would have been in their best move, even though I think he could turn out to be the better player. It's just Andy Dalton has that familiarity with Bill Lazor, especially with Lazor's time in Cincinnati. Sam Darnold, he's still on his rookie deal, and even if he doesn't work, you can let him go as seasons end. If the Bears front office and head coaching staff wasn't on so much pressure to win now, I really think taking a chance on Sam Darnold and seeing what you can get out of him would have been a better choice than signing Andy Dalton to that 1 year, $10 million deal in free agency. I just think if Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace were no longer with the organization, I really feel that Sam Darnold would have been the better pick than Andy Dalton. It's just the Chicago Bears organization put themselves in such a big hole by, one, keeping Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy around for 2021, and two, striking out on pretty much every other quarterback that was on the market. Whether it was Matthew Stafford, they struck out on him. Whether it was Carson Wentz, they reportedly never made an offer for him. Deshaun Watson and all the situation that he has going on, that's not really going to be on the table for them. And Seattle Seahawks turning down a deal that could have brought Russell Wilson to the Chicago Bears. They were left with so few options, and I feel Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy became so desperate to get that veteran that they went with Andy Dalton. Even though Sam Darnold was still available, even though Sam Darnold could have been the better choice in my opinion, it's just the Chicago Bears organization put themselves in so big of a hole, they screwed themselves, that they just had to literally settle, and they literally panicked by signing Andy Dalton to that 1 year, $10 million deal. And oh yeah, Nick Foles is still a member of the Chicago Bears, with Andy Dalton pretty much being guaranteed that he is going to be the starting quarterback heading into 2021. So when you look into it, I see the reasons why Andy Dalton was signed, but in my opinion, Sam Darnold could have been and should have been the better choice for the Chicago Bears heading into 2021. But that is all I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys leave this video a like. Comment your thoughts down below. Do you think the Bears would be better off with Sam Darnold over Andy Dalton? I would love to see what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you have gotten to this point of the video, comment down below, Bears quarterback situation sucks. Leave that in the comment section down below so I can know that you guys have gotten to this point of the video. And also click that subscribe button, and also click that notification bell so you would not miss a single video that I post. But I am APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe, have a great and excellent day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.